Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live. I'm your host, Mike Smith, and Dan Ramey has the day off today. He's on assignment. As we are here with you on this Wednesday, June the 14th of 2023. And if you're driving about and you're seeing a lot of American flags out, there's a good reason. It's Flag Day. Go back into the history of our country, back into the 1700s. No, this is not a Revolutionary War minute, but it is Flag Day, and it all started way back when, as we salute the grand old flag today in the United States. Let's take a look at the weather for today. Looks like rain is ending here this morning. We're expecting some cloudy skies throughout the rest of the day with a high of 73. And then the warmer temperatures are going to come back tomorrow. We're going to see temperatures up around 79. This weather picture here you see, this is on our website at littermedia.com. And if you've tuned in before and said, what are those currents there? Well, that is the direction that the winds are coming from. So just keep that in mind if you're wondering where all of this weather system is coming from. Before we get into our show topics, we want to say another salute to one of our great sponsors, Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor for over 4 decades in this area. And they not only cover the Scioto Valley, but they stretch out into other parts of the state, Dayton, Cincinnati, Columbus, down into Portsmouth. If you have a need for heating, cooling, and plumbing, give Accurate a call. Also, Scioto Valley Dumpsters for that cleanup project on your property, whether on the farm or your business, or maybe you're doing a renovation of your home, a home fix-up type deal. You need to get rid of some of that stuff. You need a big orange dumpster from Scioto Valley Dumpsters. Give them a call, 253-8389, to get a free estimate as to what you need. Scioto Valley Dumpsters. Today's show topics coming up on Litter Media Live.
Budweiser beer, the king is second to none.
Who drinks Budweiser? You know the type. The people who grind. Those who don't back down. And the ones who don't quit. They say all people are 6 degrees of separation away from each other. But some are just a 6-pack away. The people who share the same spirit, share the same beer. This Bud's for you.
All right, if you've not seen our website, this is what it looks like. A little scroller there at the top, and some of the items that you can click on to find what's making news in and around our area today. Just a few moments ago, we had Greg Bigham and Tom Davis with the Pickaway County Park District. You can go back and see that on our Facebook page at Litter Media Facebook. Later, either today or tomorrow, Dan will have it also loaded onto our Litter Media YouTube. Interesting interviews, not only what they've done in the park district here of late, but also what is coming up in the future to serve the recreational and park needs of Pickaway County. Speaking of Pickaway County, Asheville's Summer Movie Series kicks off this Friday night with the 2011 screen hit Puss in Boots. Showtime is 8:45 in the Asheville Community Park. You can pack a cooler, some snacks, blankets, and chairs and enjoy a family-friendly night out in Asheville. Staying in Asheville, we're not too far away from the annual Asheville 4th of July Festival, but something a little different this year. They're offering the ability to pre-purchase ride special bands. You know, for the amusement rides at the festival, you can get a special band and purchase that in advance through the website KisselAmusement.com. That's KisselAmusement.com, and go to tickets for details. But the pre-sale ends on June the 29th. Last night, Great Seal of Ohio Band was supposed to be performing at the outdoors there near the Chillicothe Ross Public Library, but it got rained out, so they're going to move that to this coming Monday night, June 20th at 7 p.m. Also, in a related note, the Richmondale branch of the library will have a musical performance by Nick and Nat Davison. That event will take place outside, so feel free to bring your own chair or blanket and enjoy light refreshments. Again, that is at the Richmondale Library branch coming up here. You can contact the branch library for more information. The Chillicothe VA Medical Center is hosting an open house and tour of their new interventional pain and regenerative medicine clinic. That'll be this Friday afternoon from 1 to 3 p.m. in Building 30, Room 157. So go on out there and check that out. Also in the news today, the annual Zach Farmer Foundation is having their golf outing July the 22nd. That'll be at Big Beaver Creek Golf Club down by Piketon. There's information where you can go to get registered for that tournament on July the 22nd. And, of course, all proceeds help local families that are struggling with cancer out of Pike, Jackson, Ross, Scioto, and Adams County. Let's take a look at our road report, and we're staying right in Chillicothe. This is a project that has not yet started, but we want to give you advance notice of this. This will be on Western Avenue, or US 50. That'll be reduced to one lane between 8:30 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. on June the 22nd between Limestone Boulevard and North Fork Drive for pavement profiling. One lane of traffic will be maintained using flaggers during that time. However, motorists are advised to expect delays and plan alternate routes when possible. Again, that is a one-day job, weather permitting, of course, and that will be on June the 22nd, which I believe is, it's next week. Is that Wednesday? I believe that's correct. But you know how Western Avenue can get tied up, pretty badly whenever they're doing some road construction work. But that is a one-day, all-day job that will get underway at 8:30 that morning through 8:30 in the evening. When we come back, a look at sports and some big coaching news locally here at Litter Media Live.
Hi, I'm Dave Pinkerton with Advanced Services Heating and Cooling, your local heating and cooling expert. If you want quality service, quality installation, give Advanced Services a call, 740-773-4499.
Dixie Chopper, speed when you need it.
Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit dixiechopper.com.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
And don't forget, being Wednesday, it's Meet the Managers Day at all the local McDonald's locations from 2 to 5 p.m.
At Rathkamp Financial, we provide wealth management services that may ease clients' fears of financial loss and help them retire comfortably. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
Well, some big sports news to tell you about here in our area. Actually, a couple of notes. Brian Alley, who's, in recent years has been the track coach at Zane Trace. I believe he's still going to maintain that position. But he's heading back to his alma mater at Southeastern High School to become the new boys basketball coach there. Congratulations to Brian. Brian, when he played there in the mid-'80s, was a two-time Player of the Year for the SVC. And then years later, became an assistant coach at Adena, at Huntington, at Southeastern, became the head coach out at Zane Trace for 8 seasons, led them to the SVC championship in 2009 and 10, was named the SVC Coach of the Year. They won 5 sectional crowns and were district runner-up 3 times while at Zane Trace. But he becomes the new head coach at Southeastern, filling the vacancy left by Mike Adams, who resigned on May the 16th. Also in sports, John Denon is back as varsity girls basketball coach at Washington Courthouse. Now, this is the 3rd time that John has coached the Lady Blue Lions. He's also been their boys coach over there. He's had boys basketball stop at Johnstown. He coached girls basketball at Circleville and Logan Elm, and also was a boys coach at Johnstown. And few people might remember this, but John was also the volleyball coach at Manchester for a couple of years. So John coming back to his hometown of Washington Courthouse as the Lady Blue Lions coach next year. Paints got a win last night over the Aviators. A little bit of confusion on this. This is from the Paints. It says that they won 10-5, but I could have swore I heard Jacob Wise on his radio report this morning say 10-6. But the important thing is they won. They're on the road again tonight before returning to VA Memorial Stadium on Thursday night. And, of course, don't forget Friday night, the Veterans Appreciation Night at VA Memorial Stadium. So, again, the Paints back at home for a game on Thursday, but Veterans Appreciation Night Friday night with the Paints out at VA Memorial Stadium. The Reds have won 4 in a row in 6 of their last 8. They do it 5-4 last night over Kansas City. They'll wrap up that series in KC tonight with an 8-10 start. The news not so good for the Guardians out on the left coast. They lose to San Diego by a score of 8-3. And the NHL season came to a close last night. The Vegas Golden Knights. They've only been an NHL team for 6 seasons, but they won it all. They won the Stanley Cup championship over the Florida Panthers last night. 9-3 was the final, but that finishes up their best of 7 series, winning it 4-1. And I thought I heard them saying that's a record for the biggest turnaround for a new franchise to win a championship, again, taking only 6 seasons. When we come back, this date in history taking us back to 1381, all ahead on Litter Media Live.
You asked, we delivered. New Mike's Hard Lemonade Zero Sugar. Zero sugar. Amazing taste. Years in the making. Now that's a drink worthy of the name Mike.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
When ensuring what's important to you, Andy Tomlinson and his associates are there when you need them the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit TomlinsonINS.com to learn more.
All righty, where are we here? Trying to find our way back home here as we wrap up with this date in history. We're going to take you to the year 1381. During the Peasants' Revolt, a large mob of English peasants led by Wat Tyler marches into London and begins burning and looting the city. Now, several government buildings were destroyed, prisoners were released, and a judge was beheaded, along with several dozen other leading citizens. The Peasants' Revolt had its origin in a severe manifestation of bubonic plague in the late 1340s, which killed nearly a third of the population of England. The scarcity of labor brought on by the Black Death led to higher wages and a more mobile peasantry. But the Peasants' Revolt became even more so, and some serious stuff A throwdown, I guess you'd say, went down on this date in the year 1381. That'll wrap up our daily program for today. Again, if you missed out on our Pickaway County Special Edition earlier today, you can go to Facebook, Litter Media Facebook, and see our interview with Tom Davis and Greg Bigham of the Pickaway County Park District. Some really exciting things that they're doing up there. Dan Ramey also recently did a feature video, which you can find at Litter Media YouTube, on the new improvements that have been made at Canal Park. And if you've never taken a drive down Canal Park, you got to do it. It is really neat. I think Tom Davis said it's one of the only stretches of the old Erie Canal that is still open as far as water in the canal here in this part of the state of Ohio. That'll wrap it up for us today. Dan will be back with us tomorrow morning for our regular program at 11 o'clock. So until that time, for Dan Ramey, this is Mike Smith saying, have a great Flag Day, everybody, from all of us here at Litter Media Live. So long.